Hey guys, I'm Steph and welcome to my beauty stash. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. You know the drill. Before we begin, make sure you click on that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you never miss one of my video uploads. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you all my favorite picks from 2019, all high-end beauty and makeup products. There were a lot of great beauty items that came out this past year, and I can't wait to share with you guys my picks. Hopefully, some of them are your favorites as well. As always, I will make sure to leave links to these products in the description box down below. I'm also going to run the name, description, and price of each product as I talk about it down here, so you guys can check that out. And let's get started. The first two items that I have to share with you guys are skincare, and ironically, they're both from the same brand, one of my favorite holy grail brands, and that is Tatcha. This is the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. If you are unfamiliar with Tatcha, they all come with a little paddle up here at the top where you can just slide out. And this is actually what you can use to grab the moisturizer out of the jar. This is what the product looks like. It's a nice lavender color. Now, this product was more so intended, I think, for normal to dry skin types, and I am a normal to oily skin type. They also have a moisturizer called the Water Cream, which I absolutely love, but this one is my new favorite. So when I ran out of the Water Cream, I decided to try this one instead. I have not been disappointed with this at all. I've been using it since the summer, actually. I love the way it goes on to my skin. I do have a nice dewy glow after applying. I really feel moisturized all over my face, and as a normal to oily skin type, for it not to make me oily, that gets 2 thumbs up from me. The next skincare product I have is from Tatcha as well, and this is the new eye cream that came out a few months ago. It is called the Silk Penny Eye Cream. This is what that eye cream looks like. What I like about this is you don't need a lot of it at all. It doesn't leave your under eye greasy. It leaves them hydrated. Not only do I want my eye cream to be a skincare product in helping to combat those fine lines under my eyes, I want it to help my makeup look smoother and look better. And this Tatcha Silk Penny Eye Cream does exactly that. Now let's get into makeup. For primer, I have a primer that I have used in many different foundation reviews here on my channel, and that is the Cover FX Gripping Primer. This is a true gripping primer that really helps to improve the longevity of your makeup. Now, my one little tip whenever you're going to apply this is let it sit for a good 30 seconds to 1 minute so that it could really adhere to the skin and leave you with a nice, slightly tacky base so that when you go in with your foundation, the foundation really sticks to that. This is the main primer that I will use in my foundation review and wear test videos. Absolutely love it. It's a go-to product that I will never be without. Next up, we have foundation, and this one was pretty tough because I love a lot of foundations, but not all of them came out in 2019. And the two that I narrowed it down to were, the first one is Pretty Vulgar. This is the Cool AF Lava Water Foundation. I'm a little disappointed because the tail there of my bird, it fell and it broke off, and I was really disappointed to see that, but I just love the packaging of this foundation. This was actually, guys, one of the very first foundations that I reviewed on my channel. I think it was the second foundation that I reviewed on my channel. I will leave a link to it up above so you guys can check that out. This is a full coverage foundation, and it has some really great stain power with it. The second foundation that I have to share with you guys is another one that I've reviewed here on my channel this year. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This one does provide good coverage and it does have good stain power. This is the second Charlotte Tilbury foundation that I try, and this one is absolutely my favorite. So if you're interested in trying out any of these foundations, you can find them both at Sephora. Now for concealer. This concealer is easily one of my holy grail, one of my favorite concealers ever. And this is the Jeffree Star Magic Concealer. I have the infamous C5 shade, and I have to tell you guys, this is so amazing. I am wearing it today. It just erases and blurs your under eye area. It does a great job of highlighting the high points of your face. What I will say though is the shades tend to run on the lighter side. So I bought C5 thinking that it was going to be almost my skin tone, but it's actually really, really lighter than my actual skin tone. I am looking to pick up another shade in this pretty soon. I'm probably going to try C7, maybe C8, just because sometimes I want a concealer that's more so my skin tone rather than a lighter shade to kind of brighten. I like to change things up every now and then. But this concealer has been so amazing, so awesome. I am definitely never going to be without this one. Great job, Jeffree Star. Now, next up, I have setting powder. And if you buy this one, guys, you are definitely going to want to get the Jeffree Star Magic Setting Powder. I have the shade Translucent. Guys, these two together are absolutely amazing. The blurring effect that these two products give it's incredible. Like, I've never seen anything like it. This is easily now one of my holy grail setting powders. I love this one, and I love the Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powders. Those two powders do a fantastic job of just smoothing out my under eye. They don't accentuate my pores. They even blur my pores, which is absolutely amazing because I have large pores. And this setting powder does such an amazing job at brightening my under eye area. And I think that's probably one of the main things that I like about it is the brightening effect that it gives. So guys, I highly recommend if you're going to go for the concealer, get the powder to go with it. Trust me, you're not going to be disappointed in this combo. Now for bronzer, I have this really cute Fenty Shady Biz bronzer. I did pick up the travel size just because I bought this for my Disney trip and I ended up traveling with it all summer long. And this is just so easy just to take with you on the go. But this is what it looks like. That is the shade called Shady Biz, and you do get a little mirror there. I am wearing this one right now. I love how this bronzer blends out. I love how it works with my skin tone. She has several different shades. I want to say there's at least 6 different shades in this bronzer, but I will definitely leave a link to it in the description box down below so that you guys can check that out. I picked this one up at Sephora. It does not have a scent to it at all, so if you're sensitive to fragrance, this is not going to bother you. It just goes on so well on the skin, and definitely a favorite of mine in 2019. For blush, I have a palette that I actually received in one of my BoxyCharms this year. And this is the Alamar Cosmetics. This is the Blush Trio. And let me show you what these shades look like. Very wearable, very pretty shades there. Peachy, pinky shades. You also get a mirror right here. I traveled with this all summer long. Absolutely love it. Today what I did, because I am wearing it right now, I just mixed all 3 shades together, threw it on my cheeks, and you have a beautiful wash of color with this, and they stay on all day. Absolutely love this brand, Alamar Cosmetics, and I'm really happy that I received it in one of my BoxyCharms this year. For a highlighter, this is a recent discovery, a recent love, and yes, it is very pricey. And as you can see, I'm sure you already know which one I am wearing. This is the Jeffree Star Extreme Frost highlighter, and this one is in the shade Sour Ice. Guys, this highlighter, look at that, absolutely amazing. I mean, look at my cheeks. They're just wow, like you can see them from outer space. This highlighter is not for the timid. If you don't want to be noticed, if you don't want to have bling on your face, this isn't going to be for you. I've been using this product the last couple weeks and I've absolutely fallen in love with it. Where has it been all my life? I don't know. I'm so glad that Jeffree Star released this in time for the holidays. Next up, we have eyeshadow palettes. Now, this is probably one of the hardest categories for me to choose a favorite eyeshadow palette. If you guys saw my drugstore favorites video, you guys know that I mentioned 3 different eyeshadow products. So I'm going to mention 3 palettes in this video. The first one that I have to share with you is the Dominique Cosmetics Rustic Glam eyeshadow palette. I picked this one up over the summer and oh my goodness, look at those shades. I just love the color story of this palette. There's so many different fun looks that you can create and also so many neutral looks that you can create. This is one of my favorite color stories of the year. I love the greens and the rusty shades in here, but I also love that fun pop of purple and pink over here at the top, and of course the blue. I am wearing this palette on my eyes and it performs so well, no fallout, very little kick up in the pan, and the colors stay looking great and vibrant all day long. The next palette I've been loving on this year is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette. First of all, the packaging on this is absolutely stunning. I love the Croco embossing and I love the little metallic finish that it has. This is what the shades look like if you are unfamiliar with this palette. I even love using the Anastasia brushes that come in all of the palettes. They are really great quality brushes, and not a lot of eyeshadow palette brushes are that great, but this one definitely is. Sometimes this is the only brush I use whenever I'm using an ABH palette. I just use the brush that's in here and quick and easy, and I can do any kind of look pretty much with this one brush. These shades though, guys, they are so complimentary for just about every skin tone, and this is just such a great versatile palette. It can take you from day to evening in a snap. So great job, ABH and Jackie Aina. Fantastic palette. The last palette that I have to share with you guys is the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1 eyeshadow palette. Guys, aside from being a fan of Tati, this palette that she created, this palette that she chose to launch her new brand with is absolutely stunning. This is an absolute win for Tati Beauty. I loved that she chose to start off with a great all-around neutral palette that's going to flatter every skin tone. There is absolutely something for everybody here. And I love how she labeled this palette. So each row going down is labeled. So let me turn it around this way so you guys can see that better. So you have Poet, Aura, Soothe, Stay, Ritual, and Memory. And then going across, you have the different formulas. So you have Glitter, Metallic, Sequin, and then you have Matte. So I love the cohesiveness of this palette, the shades, the tones in here. If you're looking for a new neutral palette, if you need to update yours, or maybe you just don't have a good one, this one, when it comes back in stock, because it's not in stock just yet, this is where you need to start. These pressed glitters are so easy to work with. All you need to do is just get it on your finger and dab it on your eyes, and you're good to go. Stunning, stunning palette. And look at the size of this mirror. I mean, this is just a great starting point. It's a great all-around palette, and I'm so happy for Tati and her launch, and absolutely this is a win for me. I don't have a favorite eyeliner that came out in 2019, and that was the same for my drugstore video. The ones I used, they didn't come out this year, and I'm just going to show you guys one of the high-end eyeliners that I do like to use, and I know I've mentioned this on my channel before. This is the IT Cosmetics. This is the Superhero Liner. It is a felt tip marker style eyeliner. I've been using this eyeliner for quite some time, and I actually just got this one in. I like to order them from QVC because you can get a 2-pack for like maybe less than $30. So individually, these retail for about $22. So QVC always has some great deals when it comes to beauty. Make sure you go check out QVC. But I've used this for a long time. I have it on right now. It dries quickly. It stays on all day. It is waterproof, and it's so easy to work with. For mascara, one of my new favorite mascaras is the Too Faced Damn Girl Mascara. This is actually something I didn't think I was gonna like. I didn't plan to buy it, but I got a sample of this in, I think it was my Sephora order, and I used that sample until it was all gone. I think I was wearing the sample for like a good 2 weeks straight, and then I decided to order it from QVC, and I've been loving this mascara. I do have it on right now. This mascara doesn't flake. I don't get any fallout from it throughout the day. It stays on. It gives me the volume, separation, and amplified length that I want in my mascara. Now, the wand on this is pretty big. It's a little fat wand there, and that was one of the reasons why I wasn't going to purchase this. I didn't think that it was going to work. I thought it was just going to get everywhere, but it really doesn't. You just need to be really careful when you're going on your lower lash line, but I haven't had any problems or any issues with this. It stays where I put it, and surprisingly enough, the brush is very easy to work with. Really love this mascara. I love it better than the Better Than Sex mascara. That one sometimes will flake on me, but this one does not. It stays put all day long. The next category is setting spray, and this one was also a bit of a challenge because a lot of my favorite setting sprays, they didn't come out in 2019. So in looking at the ones that I have that were released this year, I decided to give it to the Morphe by Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Mist. You guys know I live for the original Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I use this one multiple times throughout my makeup application, but I've also been reaching for this one quite a bit, and actually it's almost out. This one will leave your skin with a little bit more of a glow, a slight, and I mean very slight luminosity. They're almost the exact same thing. They both do a great job at setting the makeup. This one has a strawberry scent to it, so if you are sensitive to fragrance, you are going to smell something with this, but it does dissipate quite quickly. I like to use this more so when I'm wearing more matte foundations versus more dewy foundations, just because of that added luminosity it does give to the skin. But any one of these that you want to pick up, guys, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with it. This is a holy grail of mine, and this is right next to it. Next up, we have lipsticks, and while the product that I'm going to show you was not released in 2018, the shades were. And these are the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Liquid Velour Lipsticks. I actually just received this shade in my mystery box, and it is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. This one is in the shade Question Mark. The next one I have is from the Jawbreaker collection, and this is in the shade Fully Nude. This Fully Nude shade has been one of my go-to nude lipsticks since I picked it up over the summer. I love the staying power of these lipsticks, and this red one here has been my new go-to red for the holidays. If you have not tried these liquid velour lipsticks out, I highly recommend that you do so. There are so many different shades to choose from, and while I haven't done this yet, I have seen that you can use these as eyeliners too. So they dry down almost instantaneously. They have great staying power. The only thing I will say, if your lips tend to be slightly drier, make sure you go in and exfoliate and moisturize them prior to applying this. And of course, if you want to add a gloss over these, they play really nicely with glosses. Absolutely love wearing these Jeffree Star Liquid Velour lipsticks. Last but not least is my favorite beauty tool from 2019, and that is the IT Cosmetics Love is the Foundation brush. I reviewed this brush a few months ago on my channel, and I know you've seen a lot of beauty influencers here on YouTube using a really nice heart-shaped brush. Well, this one is it. I should say this is a version of it. IT Cosmetics releases these heart-shaped brushes every year around October in time for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I also want to mention that a portion of the proceeds of this brush do go to a breast cancer awareness foundation. So that's really great to know if you are considering purchasing this brush. But this is probably the 4th or 5th year that this brush gets released. However, many people have been saying that the brush changed this year, that it's not the same brush that was released last year nor the year before. There are so many varying opinions on this brush. Normally, I don't like to apply foundation with a brush, but ever since I picked this up, ever since I tried it on my channel, I haven't been able to put it down. I reach for this brush at least 3 to 4 times a week, and that says a lot because I'm typically a beauty blender type of girl. I love applying my foundation with beauty sponges. I just think that I get a better application with it, but these do tend to absorb more foundation than a brush does. So what I like to do is, so I can get the best of both worlds, I apply my foundation with this, and then whatever I have left on my hand, I just dab it on my damp beauty blender or beauty sponge, and I go in and just pat out everything. But what I love about this brush in particular, it doesn't leave brush strokes on my face. And that's why I've never been into using foundation brushes, because of the brush strokes they leave behind. But this little Love is the Foundation brush from IT Cosmetics doesn't do that. So I highly recommend checking this brush out. I believe it's still available on Ulta's website, but it doesn't stick around for long. So make sure you check that out as soon as you can. So that's it, guys. This wraps up my 2019 beauty release favorites. What did you guys think of the products that I chose? I think that all of these brands did a great job with their products, and holy cow, guys, Jeffree Star is killing it. He is hitting it out of the park. I am so hoping that in 2020, and I mean very soon in 2020, he decides to release a foundation, because you know that foundation is going to break the internet. And you know if he's going to put his name on it, it's going to be a full coverage beat going on. I can't wait to try that out. I am so looking forward to what's to come for Dominique Cosmetics. Her palettes have been such amazing quality, and the color stories that they tell are absolutely wonderful. Dominique Cosmetics is definitely one of my new favorites when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. I'm just so happy with all of the products that I shared with you guys, and leave me a comment below. Did I pick some of your favorites? Have you tried any of these products out? Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a very Merry Christmas, a very happy Hanukkah, or a very happy holiday. Whatever it is that you all are celebrating this year, make sure you do it with love, kindness, and generosity, and really enjoy spending time with your family and your friends. You guys have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, drink your water. Cheers, and I will see you all real soon. Bye.